So today we're going to be taking a look at a new accessibility feature. It's in iOS 17 or above. It's called Assistive Access. So let's go ahead and take a look at our accessibility settings. So I'm hopping into my settings menu. I'm going to scroll down to accessibility. And then in accessibility, over on the right side, I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and choose Assistive Access. Underneath Assistive Access, you've got a couple of different options. The first thing you can do is you can choose the apps that you want to make available to whoever you're setting this up for. Assistive Access is really helpful because it simplifies the user interface so that if someone gets really challenged or anxious because there's just so many apps and there's so many features and they get into places that they don't know how to get out of, this can really simplify the navigation, help them be able to find things more easily, and help them be able to use the device more successfully in a lot of situations. So the first thing underneath here is I've chosen the apps that I want to make available for folks. If I want to get rid of one, I can just say, hey, manage apps. I can choose all of the different apps. I have access to all of the apps that are loaded on my device. I can make those available to folks within Assistive Access, or I can just keep the basic ones that are there. Let's say I don't want Amazon available. This person purchases too many things. That might be myself I might be talking about. But I'm going to hit remove. It's going to go ahead and remove it. But I'm going to say, you know what? This person does like music. And I'm going to go ahead and just add that back in as my selected apps. These are the things that are going to show up on my screen when I put on this adaptive overlay. So I'm going to hop back out of the apps and managing those. I have some options for how I want apps to be viewed. I can show them in rows or I can show them in a grid. I can actually say, you know what, hey, I can change my wallpaper to give me access to things, allow volume buttons, all sorts of different features you can enable or disable based on when this particular assistive overlay or assistive access is enabled. And then I'm going to go ahead and just hop out of here. I'm going to go back up and first off say start. I'm going to enter in my passcode. And it's going to go ahead and then say I'm entering Assistive Access. And when that comes up, you will be able to see the way that looks. And so now, instead of having all of that complicated user interface available to me, I just have certain things available currently. And so these would be the apps that I've pulled forward. Again, you have access to every app that you have on your device. This could be on the iPad or iPhone. And then when I hop in, I can see different things. And so I can go to my camera, makes it really super simple. Again, when you go to the normal camera, there's all sorts of buttons and all sorts of features. Well, for this particular person, they just want to be able to take a photo, and they can do that very easily through that overlay. Again, it's really there to be able to simplify things. I think when this came up, you saw a little black box in the middle, and it says, you know what, to be able to get out of this, triple click the home button. And so for some folks, you may want to turn it on, you might want to turn it off. So for you, as the person who sets this up, if you need to change any settings, you can go ahead and triple click that home button, 1, 2, 3. And it's going to be able to say, hey, do you want to go into the settings to be able to change those, or do you want to exit? I'm going to say exit, and it's going to ask me for that passcode again. And I'm going to go ahead and enter that, and then it's going to go back to the way my iPad was set up initially. And there you go, we're back to kind of the normal settings, the normal view that you would get on either an iPad or an iPhone. And I would encourage folks just to check this out. It's a really great way to simplify things, make it easier to navigate, easier to find, and easier to use a person's device if again, they're challenged with some of the complexities of some of these devices.